That's right. Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
And Mickeyfan.
And welcome to the recap podcast for Project 6 of So You Want to Be an Imagineer, Season 18, the deluxe edition. That's right. It's the premier armchair Imagineering game show on the So You Want to Be an Imagineer podcast network. Ooh. So, Mickeyfan, we've had a hell of a round. We just got through with a double elimination,
Yeah.
where I think we'll probably eulogize the people that got eliminated first and foremost. But overall, my friend, I think this was not. It's interesting. This was not quite as competitive as I was hoping it would be.
Yeah.
Both teams brought something, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like this is a situation where, like,
One
it's the
team
Looney
just.
Tunes. It's
One
the
team
Looney
just.
Tunes. I'm sorry. It's the Looney Tunes playing against the Monstars. You know, it's just like, oh god, like,
Yeah.
like at this point, New Citra, I feel like has become a new powerhouse. Like, I don't know. We only have one more round of team-based play left, guys. So, you know, New Orbis, hang in there. I have faith in you guys that you can still get a win, especially with a project of this small of a scale.
You got
for
the
Project 7.
You got the easy one.
Right. So, exactly. So, but yeah, let's eulogize the two people that got eliminated here. So I am going to go ahead and say, let's see, who was from Orbis and who was from Citra? I believe that guy was from Orbis,
yes,
right?
That guy was Orbis.
Okay.
Great character for the first half. Like, really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I've gotten across just how much I appreciate characters like this.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I try on the podcast, you know, because I think that guy from Florida really added an element of unpredictability to to the first few rounds in a good kind of way, in a way of like, all right, like this is a game where you're going to have to adapt to all sorts of personality types. That guy was one of the personality types, and it was an interesting wrinkle.
I think that, you know, and there was a lot for that guy to learn from and improve, and you know, we did see a bit of it, especially towards the end with the musical and with and we were hoping with this, but
yeah, and you know the main reason why I decided to go with him because it could have been Dash Haber, because of course Dash Haber was absent for most of this project, but the main reason I went with him was oh wait, no, I'm sorry, Gamer Princess was
Gamer Princess was New Orbis.
Right, Gamer Princess, that would have been a little bit harder of a nomination, of an elimination, because they were very active throughout. So, so I don't know. I think that guy just kind of hit a wall.
Yeah.
But I did see that Sharon and Susan tried to stoke the fire with them a little bit and get them to try and get them to post, and that didn't work. So with that in mind, that made the elimination a rather easy decision.
Yeah. And I think the same really could be said for Citra as well with Brer Panther.
Yeah, I mean, Brer Panther is. I feel like Brer Panther did slightly more than that guy from Florida.
Oh yeah,
just because he actually, like, you're looking at it, he contributed a crucial piece of concept art.
Let's just take a moment to admire this design because it's awesome.
Oh, absolutely. I love the shading work.
Yeah, we'll talk about it because so much of Citra's project was everything we wanted out of this project, honestly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Brer Panther, never really got out of their comfort area.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have even seen anything in terms of, helping to develop the concept with the artwork, like, because
Yeah.
that is kind of what a concept artist should
Oh, yeah.
legitimately do. And so, I don't know. To me, Brer Panthers, his elimination was probably the hardest one for me to swallow thus far, and it definitely, people did kind of come out to eulogize him in the group thread. So,
Oh, yeah.
So this is, I think, the first time that we've had a casualty in this game who everyone can solidly agree was a good player, did have valuable stuff to contribute to the season, and had valuable stuff to contribute to the round he got eliminated in.
Yeah. And I think that, this was a really good round for him to go out on, honestly.
And of course, it is going to it's going to have new citrus for this new round. They're going to be down one person with concept art.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see how they fare there.
I'm very curious.
All right, so I would, with that, I will say that guy from Florida officially gets 12th place in this season. Brer Panther officially gets 11th place. And
yeah.
oh wait, do I have that math wrong? 13th. I think it's 13th and 12th.
Something like that. I'll have to go back and do the math.
I'm like 99% sure it's that guy is 13th place, Brer Panther's 12th place. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Because we have 11 people left, and Mickeyfan, only one of them's not going to make the jury.
That's insane to me. Like, honestly, that's like so wild.
Because we're going to have a final three. We're going to have 7 people voting on that final three.
Yeah.
So everyone who survives past this round is going to have an active role in the end game, whether or not you're a player or a jury member.
Yeah. It's gonna be really interesting to see how everything pans out.
Yeah, and it's going to really sting for the person that eventually does go home. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Let's see. So with that in mind, let's just do a brief run through of the project, shall we?
Let's go.
All right. So the Wendigo project.
Perfection.
I mean,
honestly.
Look, maybe I was a little too kind with the perfect 10s all the way across the board, but I don't even really care because
it is almost perfection.
I mean, let's go through it. Like creativity, I feel like that's an easy 10 out of 10 because
and
it's just clearly just like firing on all cylinders of exactly what we want from this type of thing.
And the fact that they went to the lengths of Peregrine, who somehow knows an anthropologist at the Museum of the American Indian and at the Smithsonian, reached out to that friend and asked, "Hey, we want to do this concept. How do we do this respectfully?" And they worked in that box that they defined for themselves. That was just such that just automatically increases the creativity for me.
Realism, I think, is probably the most questionable score.
Yeah, I can, honestly, if Disney were in a really real risk-taking mood, they said we want to do something totally different, something that'll attract a different crowd to Magic Kingdom. I can honestly see them doing something like this.
I mean, to me, the thing that pushed it over the edge was the heart rate monitoring system.
Yeah, but they have a patent for that.
No, I know. I'm saying that's what pushed it over the edge in terms of being realistic.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was skeptical about how they were going to handle, this is a really fucking intense ride.
It is.
And, and then they did it. They were like, okay, well, let's, we'll actively explain how we can have different ride paths that'll make it more or less intense depending on live in the moment reactions.
Not even different ride paths, just toning down effects here and there.
So what a wonderful addition. Another great addition that I was skeptical about. I was skeptical about how it was going to work when I saw it brought up, but I think in ride in context it works so well. Is the leaping Wendigo animatronic?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's such a cool idea because you can envision it so
Hmm.
well. No,
And
you
just the
can,
way that it works with the two animatronics, the
yeah,
four jumping off points, the the rewrite writability, the suspense of what jumping off point it's going to come from.
yeah. It, it's just such a cool concept. And they pulled it off so wonderfully, and they did it so respectfully, which I appreciate.
All right, so I mean, let's give it
And
up for
no, I mentioned
yeah.
this in my review, but like this kind of makes the Liberty Square something of a horror land between Haunted
Yeah, yeah,
Mansion
it
and
does.
this.
Totally.
So extra kudos for that placement, and I don't even know if it was an intentional or not.
Legend of Sleepy Hollow and the Hall of Presidents, and then you've got a real horror land.
Exactly. Like, on, let, let, let me just, side note here. Let me just say, colonial America is underrated in terms of horror settings.
Oh, it is. I agree. I agree. All right, so let's just gawk at this craziness for a while. Mickeyfan, somebody hand built a model of a queue and put their little camera into it. It's
Yes,
effing ridiculous.
that was goofy, yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yes.
And, uh, like, this really hammers home that delivery is not all that goes into presentation.
Hmm.
You can do this kind of stuff and you can get, 9 or 10 points despite it being a form post.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. To me, it doesn't matter at all that it's a forum post
Yeah.
because A, I've already kind of made the point that I think that websites are kind of overused right now, and I think
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of sliding back to preferring forum posts if I'm being completely honest with
No,
you.
I no, I don't know how many times I've said this, but like tailor your presentation to your project. This didn't need a full blown website. The forum post was perfect.
Hmm. So yeah, just I mean, altogether, I love the mythology. I love how bold it is. I love the fact that it is basically one big chase scene, but there's nothing wrong with that. It really just
And it's so well
adds to the
paced.
story. Yeah, yeah.
It's, especially for a chase scene, it's so well paced and it has those beats and it has those kind of calmer moments before it ramps back up again.
But Jesus Christ, it also has some alien encounter level thrills.
Oh, totally. I mean, like, you have the Wendigo, you better be delivering those alien encounter thrills.
All right, so moving on. Anything else?
Uh, Easily one of the best projects in this season.
Yeah, I would say for me, it takes the cake as the best project of the
Yeah.
season.
Easily an all-time great in the history of the game as well,
Uh-huh.
which is no small feat.
No, no. Okay, so let's move on to New Orvis. And Mickey Fan,
Ah.
first of all, let's speak to the purists versus innovators thing. Because I feel like that is such a fascinating development that's gone down.
Did not expect this.
No, absolutely not. But it's just so naturally just like,
Yeah.
okay, like with the pure side of things, we're going to take some old school, like, some already pre established technology, some old school armchair imagineering philosophies, and just make a really damn good forum post out of this. And this
Yeah.
went pretty much the opposite direction.
Yeah. Um, they I can't fault them for trying something new. and different. This was we basically said anything goes here, and they took it and ran with it. I just can't say I was too pleased with what they came up with.
Yeah, I mean, I was really excited about the about all the IPs they were coming up with. They were at first talking about working at Knott's, and I just think that would have just been a really. I'm surprised they went away from that direction.
Yeah.
That's just an instant win for me.
Yeah, they kind of went into this with, oh, the judges really liked our Minecraft presentation a few rounds ago. Let's go back to that and improve on it. And they came into it with the gimmick for the presentation instead of having the presentation tailored to the project.
And Mickeyfan, do you know what I have to say to that?
What?
Yes, I have the clip.
Pull it up.
Fucking hubris.
Hold on. You ruined it. Hold on.
I am content to be demoted to captain.
Sheer fucking hubris.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. That's pretty much how I felt.
It really was, and
you guys had so many good concepts you were going with, and then Minecraft.
And you went with Minecraft. Like, there's nothing wrong with Minecraft. Minecraft is great.
Okay, the thing by far that bugged me the most about this project is that they went into Minecraft with the intention of, like, the judges liked what we did with Minecraft before.
Exactly.
Let's basically perfect it and do something, like, even better.
And then they didn't.
No, they did something that was frankly worse than the first Minecraft project by a considerable margin, I gotta say. Text, guys, I'm sorry, but text didn't really help here all that much. I feel like you kind of took the text thing a little too literally and ran a little bit too much in the opposite direction with it, because this needed narration. At the very least, this video needed narration. It drove me crazy that it didn't have narration.
I wanted Outbound's Aussie YouTuber back, and I wanted him surrounded by some more zany characters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, 100% that would have saved this presentation for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So
and
I don't know. And
itself, it's fine.
It's fine. It's nothing special. It kind of, this is gonna sound a little harsh, but it kind of reminds me of that Yogi Bear project.
It's a little book reporty in a way.
Uh-huh. And what bothers me more about it is I feel like I would have been blown away by this project presentation-wise had we not seen essentially the same thing done better in the mini golf project.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
and with the mini golf project and this ride, it's essentially like, let's explore different biomes of the Minecraft universe.
Yeah.
And with the mini golf project, I feel like that worked better because you could, the biomes could actually fit into the Natural History Museum vibe they were going for and still be Minecraft. This, it's just, as someone who frankly, as someone who doesn't play Minecraft, I don't get anything out of these scenes other than just like, yep, here's some Minecraft.
Yeah. There was, I think that this was flawed from the proposal, honestly.
Yeah. But I don't think it was a terrible idea to try and go in and make something that was even better than one of the highlight projects of the season.
Yeah, and I think that, combined with, your retreading, previously done ground, plus you are going up against that fucking Wendigo project.
That's another thing where it's just like, again, I'm glad that this next project is so small scale because I feel like it evens the playing field a bit.
Exactly.
But New Orbis, don't give up. I mean, I would really like to see you guys. I would really like to see you guys pull out a win before the merge. I can't guarantee you that it'll happen, but
I mean, let's be real here. You guys, you know, if we want to segue into talking about the next prompt, you guys have the easy one. Like,
I feel like that was kind of strategically the other team chose the harder one though, so I don't know how much that's going to help them. But you're right, they do have the easy one. They do have the one that literally has the New Orleans square right around the corner.
Exactly.
So any thoughts on this project? I got to be honest with you, it's not one that I'm like jumping up and down to see the results of, but I am very, very excited to see just who exactly makes it into the final 10. Mickeyfan, I think we're gonna have to do like a new cast assessment once we get to the final 10.
100% yes. I think that this project being that much smaller scale is really is going to kind of gonna give the contestants something of a breather before we go into that major merge project.
Oh yeah, the merge project's going to be huge, folks.
Yeah.
A lot of work there. A lot of work.
Yeah, real quick, do you want to discuss how this prompt came about?
Oh, go ahead if you want.
Yeah. So, I have a list of all our prompts just to look at and and keep on checking to know what's next and what to do for the next preview avatar.
Mm-hmm.
And like something felt really off because in the first place, this Project 7 was a last minute addition. And something about the flow really felt off to me. And I said that to the other judges, and we kind of started brainstorming, and that oddball prompt question of the day, a lot of people really liked the idea of making Princess and the Frog Splash Mountain fit better.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of went with that route.
Yeah. All right, so very much looking forward to the results there, and my God, I'm nervous as all hell because at this point,
everyone's firing on all cylinders, basically.
Because both Brer Panther and that guy from Florida have been on the choppy block at earlier points in the season. So at this point, I honestly don't even know if there's a person left who's even been like rightfully nominated before. I mean, exactly. I know Gamer Princess has been nominated a couple times, but that was mostly for scheduling reasons.
Exactly.
And then Dash Haber was kind of obligatorily nominated this round, but other than that, I mean, we're really running out of room to hide here.
Yeah. Make yourself known.
Oh yeah.
That's my biggest piece of advice for the contestants. Make yourselves known.
That's the best piece of advice I can give as well, for sure.
I want to see I want to see everyone stand out. I want to when Tiki and I and Tux and Nate are talking in our PM about who should we eliminate. We're at the point where we seriously need to debate this stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks to the final 11. You guys are awesome, and I feel like each and every one of you has at least some sort of chance to win.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, guys. This is actually a shorter round. It's only going to last a few days.
Yeah.
So we will be back this weekend to recap the the last pre-merge project, and then also Mickeyfan, I feel like the next project, more importantly, besides recapping the Princess and the Frog projects, should definitely be a merge assessment.
Absolutely.
So, all right. And stay tuned, folks, because at the top of the hour, Mickeyfan and I are going to be going live to talk about Hamilton.
Yeah.
Little surprise bonus podcast for you guys. So, yeah. All right. Have a good night, you guys. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Sheer fucking hubris.